Rolling? We all set? I think we are here again for another episode of the Creative Crown Talk Show here at the Vapa Center. Again, shout out to the people behind the camera. Shout out Nick Will. Shout out Evan. Shout out Miss Label Production. It's your host, Tony P. the Phase Guy. Shout out for artists, by artists, platforms showcasing all the local talent. And of course, Creative Crowns. We are here to, of course, show love to all our creators that are out here working, doing their thing, grinding every single day at their passion. We want to showcase them, platform them, make sure the world knows them. Just like our next guest of the day, another OG, one of these folks that is a legend, and I mean she's a real deal legend in the city of Charlotte, North Carolina. I mean an artist, I mean an event planner, a venue owner, a space maker, and I mean all around, literally the queen. I'm gonna call you this right now, the queen of the underground. I need y'all to put your hands together for the one and only Bunny Gregory. Miss Bunny, how are you doing?
I'm good.
You good?
I love these introductions. I always am like, who the fuck are they talking about?
And the thing is you, Miss Bunny. Let's talk about that. You definitely are a humble person. You don't think that's the correct way to introduce you?
I mean, I love it. I appreciate it, but it's weird.
It's weird? Why is it weird?
I don't know.
You deserve it though, right?
I feel like I deserve it. I do, because I get to see you guys in real time doing what you do. And I feel like I was a part of that. But I also recognize that a lot of it, I just opened the doors. A lot of it, I feel like I just happened to have a space and I unlocked the doors.
100%.
And y'all made it happen.
But we would never have been able to make it happen had you never opened the doors for a lot of us. So again, just off the rip, just to start this off, thank you, Miss Bunny, for everything that you've done. And with that intro, I know you might not believe it, but I felt like I did you a disservice. I felt like I didn't even speak highly enough of you for that introduction. So I apologize for myself. Why don't you do me a favor, correct me, and just give the audience just a breakdown of just who you are, what you do, and just a quick thumbnails of who Miss Bunny is.
I guess if to explain who I am, for the most part, I just like to connect people in the community. My community is very important to me. I am from Charlotte, grew up here, born and raised.
Yes, ma'am.
When I was born in the 60s and growing up here in Charlotte is, for lack of a better phrase, it's ran by old white folks.
Let's talk about it.
It's old white money.
Wow.
They still think of art, or used to. Not so much now. I think it's changing. It's changed a lot, and I'm grateful for that. But it was when I was growing up, there was not a lot of this. There's not like a lot of collaboration between black and white, or my best friend is Asian.
Wow.
There was not a lot of that. There was not a lot of mixing of color and art. For me to be in the art scene, I would be hanging with a white crowd, which my black friends thought was weird. So I didn't have a crowd. I didn't have my crew, my people. So like I love my black friends and I love my art friends, but I didn't really fit in anywhere. So I'm glad to see that changing. So yeah, like I appreciate what Charlotte is now, but when I was coming up, it was none of this.
Absolutely.
You were either like, and even with my friends, like I love like underground hip hop music. That Talib Kweli.
Yes, man. Yeah.
Like, the shit we heard at the underground, like that's my shit.
That's all, of course.
I have my guilty pleasures. I love trap music and I love that stuff. Like NWA. I like West Coast rappers and all that stuff, but I prefer, it's like my playlist is stuff that I listen to from you guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that's what I like. I listen to Ron Styles and
Shout out Ron.
that
Yeah.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
I love that. So being at the underground with you guys is what I enjoyed. So it was kind of selfish, I guess, in a way, to have the underground.
And I was gonna say let's talk about that. I definitely wanna go back to your childhood and growing up. So you saying you were coming up in Charlotte in the '60s. I feel like a lot of people don't. I rarely ever get that perspective from Charlotte from that time frame. Of course, I'm a '90s baby. So, what was that like? I know you said it wasn't a lot of intermingling, especially in the creative scene. But again, how was just coming up in Charlotte from the '60s, '70s on the way up? Like your personal experience, just outside of the creative scene, just your personal experience growing up in the city like that for all these decades.
Definitely, by the time I was able to like be out, '70s and early '80s. Like I graduated in '83. It was very just black and white for me, in the sense that if I'm hanging out in the clubs with my black friends, which was not something I loved and necessarily enjoyed. If I'm out, I want to participate. I want to dance. I want to participate.
Absolutely.
And that is not really how we engaged. Like, it was weird to me, the way it was things seemed to have been very one-sided. It was a very masculine world, for one thing.
Understood.
It was the girls got dressed and they got real pretty, and like Friday after school you went to the mall and you found a cute outfit and you went home and you got dressed and you went to the club and stood on the fucking wall to look cute and waited for somebody that you thought was cute to ask you to dance, and I wasn't that person. Like, if somebody asked me to dance, whether or not I particularly thought he was cute, if he came and asked me to dance, I was gonna dance because I'm out and I wanted to enjoy myself. And if he was just there to, like, I wasn't there to pick up guys.
Absolutely.
That just wasn't the person I was. Like, I'm out, I want to have fun. That's what I thought the mission was.
Understood.
But my friends will say, nope, that's not the mission. The mission is to find a cute dude. And I was like, no, fuck that. I'm out here, I'm dancing. And we just I didn't get the club scene. It wasn't me. I didn't care. It's like, by the end of the night, if I wasn't like having a good time and sweating, I was like,
it's no good.
not feeling it. So I would much rather just hang out where I could have a few beers and paint on some boards, and it's like everything that I got that I thought that, or my friends thought was cute. I might walk into a scene and somebody was painting. I'm gonna paint in it. It's gonna have paint on it.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna nail some shit to a wall and make something cool or whatever. That's like what I did, and that's what I enjoyed. And I didn't care if you thought I was cute. I really didn't. I was like, I just wanted to be out and enjoy myself and enjoy the people that I was with. I didn't need to be in a place where the music was so loud that I couldn't hear you speak. I didn't care for the scene. Absolutely.
Because what I'm picking up, it definitely sounds like you were attracted more to, again, the more creative side of a lot of the aspects of everything. As, rather dance than just be a wallflower looking for numbers and stuff like that. Absolutely.
It was super masculine to me. It was overly masculine to me. And I, too, can be somewhat... I'm a very masculine woman in a sense.
Really?
I am.
You feel like that?
I am.
Understood. I feel that. I got you.
For a long time, I think my dad thought I was.
Really?
I am. And even now, I I'm not even lying. I got more tools in my kitchen cabinet than I have pots and pans.
Okay. Okay. Talk to him, his buddy.
I could care less.
Let's talk to him.
Anybody thinks
Yeah,
about it.
absolutely.
It's like I literally met my husband doing auto body repair.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Which we're gonna talk about your automotive abilities shortly, because we definitely have to get into that. But before we transition to that, going back into you finding more enjoyment out of the creative side of things. At what point in time did you really start getting into your creativity, your art, your actual style of you creating, and really kind of starting to put that out? When did that start coming about for you?
When I was very young.
I got you.
My creativity came out of just honestly out of a bad time.
Really?
Yeah, when I was younger, like, not to bring the mood down, but my father sexually abused me,
I'm sorry to hear that.
and being creative was one of those things that allowed me to go into my room, realizing that I could draw and paint, and even like just tearing furniture apart and putting it back together. Was I could close my room and be in a whole different world. Like, I could be somewhere else. I could be someone else.
Absolutely.
And it just like helped me. It saved my life. It saved me. It kept me from hurting somebody else.
Absolutely.
Really.
Absolutely. That's heavy. And it's amazing that you were able to take that emotion, that experience, and turn it into something beautiful, coming from something so ugly. At what point in time did you really kind of start upping the scale of your creativity to where you started putting it in galleries, or started basically putting it in front of people's faces? When did you start getting that kind of confidence for it?
I don't. To be honest, I was in my 50s when I decided that I was an artist.
Whoa. Wow.
I did not decide to even, like, I've always done art. I've always, for a long time, I done props and stage sets for corporate events. I've done costumes for uh, plays and dance theater.
Wow. Absolutely.
I've always done that kind of thing. Even with the auto body repair, I've reupholstered interiors.
Absolutely.
I've always sewn.
I was
My
gonna ask.
grandma taught me to use a sewing machine when I was 6. It's always been there. I've never put a name to it. It's just something. It was always just something I just done.
You could do.
Yeah.
I got you. So what at the age of 50 flipped and was like, I'm an artist?
Y'all. It really was. It was y'all. It was honestly being at the underground. One of the things that always kind of tripped me out is after having had the place open and seeing all the different artists come through, and not just visual artists, performing artists, dancers, and poets, and producers, and musicians, and all that different stuff. I would be literally, like, after you guys would be gone or there was downtime, I might paint or something. I would hang art on the wall, and people, you guys would come through, walk through, always admire it. I would hear people and watch people admire it and speak about it and say things and never know I did it.
Wow. Wow.
Never know I did it. It was never signed Bunny.
Absolutely.
I never signed it, but I've never signed anything with Bunny on it until just recently.
That's heavy.
So nobody knew I was doing it. And I would always hear good things, and people would always say, who is that? Who done that?
Mm-hmm.
Who is that artist? That's dope. That's fire, whatever. And nobody knew. For years, you guys have seen my work, and nobody knew that I was an artist.
Was that on purpose? Like, did you mean to do that, or was it just?
Never. Like,
wow.
It was never intentional that nobody knew I did it. Even clothing. Like,
Absolutely.
I can wear clothing that I made or I've made for other people. Nobody knows.
Absolutely. You got some pieces. We were just talking about the piece you got. Are we able to show it on the camera? If can we see the piece on your back real quick, Miss Bunny? And you saying that you made this too?
Yeah, the jacket.
A fashion, a real deal fashion goddess. I don't think y'all understand how hard that is. How long did it take you to make? Just side question. How long did it take you to make that?
The pen, I made a few of them to sell. So
I need
them,
one.
I got you.
Yes, ma'am.
I made them in one night. I made 6 of them.
Whoa, I got you.
And the jacket, literally in 1 hour. I had this jacket for probably like 4 years, and I love the jacket, but I don't like sleeves.
I feel that.
I get so like I'm
confined. Yeah, constrained. Yeah,
I can't stand it, and I cut the sleeves off and started took a razor blade through it and threw it in the wash machine, and I wear it all the time.
100%.
So
that's heavy. Nah, Ms. Money. That's what I mean. Going back into again, you doing your art, you not putting your name on it, but it having such an effect that it's just eye catching. You catch people, and then you didn't have to. If you didn't tell us you did that, we would have thought you bought that somewhere high end. Like, oh, she spent some money on that. Like, Ms. Money obviously got money. Like, nah, that came straight from her hands. She's an artist. She's a creator. This is what she does. So just to understand and know that it took you, and it took you till 50 to consider yourself an artist, and it had to, and I don't want to say, was that validation when people were giving those compliments without you putting your name on it? Was that a type of validation that you were looking for, or was that just kind of, again, the runoff of you just doing your thing?
I don't know. I guess in a sense, yeah. I think I've always thought of myself as an artist. I think it was just at that point when I decided to be more public about it, or more intentional
yes, ma'am.
about it, I guess would be a better way to put it.
Absolutely.
I never thought of it, although it's always been, quote unquote, my career, so to speak, because I've never done anything else really. I mean, I worked other jobs. Even I was at Trader Joe's for 14 years, but mostly all I done there was art, like the signage and stuff like that. So I still, even at Trader Joe's, one of the biggest things one of the things I done best there was not necessarily what you do at a grocery store, but was customer service.
Absolutely.
So I realized community engagement is as big a part of who I am
100%
as the art is.
Absolutely.
So I think I've always been an artist. I just never called it that, I guess.
Absolutely. Totally understand. So let's talk about the community and talk about the beginning. You already kind of spoke about it earlier, but I do want the first, the actual official introduction to the underground. What was the underground? How did you kick that off? What is that for the people that aren't familiar? Because if you were to say the underground now, everybody's going to think it's the venue next to the Fillmore in North Charlotte. But again, for the people that know, the ones who really, really know, the underground has been rocking and rolling before that, before it was ever the underground over there. So give us the backstory of Miss Bunny's underground.
So the underground was just an idea I had initially. There was a place on Moorhead Street we called Functions, and it was an amazing space, warehouse, someone else's. She allowed us to use it. Bunch of artists gathered there, but some of the young men that done things there were just a bit volatile. Just wasn't the same vibe. But it was the right thing, if that makes sense.
For sure.
It wasn't the right vibe, but it was the right thing.
I got you.
So when I got a chance, I thought there's got to be artists because there were some really good things going on. So when I found the building on Monroe Road, I was like, I had already started thinking about um, doing the 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 building in Noda
Got you.
came about first, and so we opened that building, and same thing. It was a different crowd, but same thing. It was still some good artists coming through, but then it was another kind of vibe. Young men. So this first vibe was kind of trap music guys.
I got you. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they it was always fighting
and got you.
just like
Yep.
young and volatile. And then the Noda building was some good artists, but then it was a different vibe. It was a rave crew,
Got you. Understood.
whole different vibe.
Yeah.
But still the good artists, still a good thing, but not the right crew. So then the Monroe Road, I was like, I know what I'm looking for. It's not that. It's not that. It's a more conscious, a more conscious vibe. And it was you guys.
Oh.
It was Ron and Hollywood.
Yes,
and
sir. Yes, ma'am.
You, Fields, Tizzy and Kizzy, and it was that.
Absolutely.
And it was just way more rails and it was.
Come on, talk to him, Miss Money.
That.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Oh my God, Leanna.
Ooh, sheesh. Yeah. Now you talking now. They don't even know. Absolutely.
Yes. Alamuto.
Yeah.
It was that.
Absolutely.
And these guys, there was no beef. It was crazy. I could not believe the amount of people. I literally opened the doors and y'all done everything else.
Come on now.
Everything else. If anybody got out of hand, y'all, it seemed like the artists appreciated the space so much that it was immediately squashed. It was immediately put to rest. It was like, no, this is our house and that ain't happening.
Absolutely.
And there were no problems. And I don't even know. It became. It was incredible.
Absolutely.
It was incredible. DJ Hollywood and Lieutenant Trax.
There we go.
Dway.
Yeah.
It took me so long to call him Dway. His grown-up name, whatever, Lieutenant Trax.
We have to bleep that out. We can't have no government names on here.
Because that's crazy.
But no, shout out Trax. Absolutely.
Yeah, his brother Steel Wheel.
Of course.
Like just Kitty Mo.
Ooh.
Like we had this. I'm sure you remember MFGD.
I was gonna say, yeah, of course. The homies, the Hire, were putting that together on a regular basis, and again providing that stage, and almost kind of through your spirit, we're doing exactly what you were doing, opening up the door for artists that needed that stage, needed that presence, needed to be seen. And I think that's again why you're so beloved in our scene, is because us coming up, we didn't have an open spot to go to. We didn't have a spot. We weren't, especially as hip hop artists, we didn't have any real access to any music place. We couldn't do any performances. Really, all we had was maybe Evening Muse, Neighborhood Theater, Snug Harbor. But at that time, the underground times, we didn't have access like that. That was
Nobody was hearing it. Nobody wanted to let that happen.
Absolutely, but you did. And apparently it went through a couple iterations, but you were finally able to settle down on Monroe. And again, it scaled and grew from there, and it's just amazing when you bring up all those names. Those are again some of the people that I came up with, and we were able to grow our skills onto a whole nother level because we had that space and because we had that access. So again, that's why we're always so grateful for you. Why how long did that last for? How long did the underground last for?
Man, we were only there on Monroe Road for 2 years.
Felt longer.
It felt longer because when I had, and I will say this, for a while after I had to move, I hated that the police were they were on us.
I got you.
Real bad, unfortunately, and I regret that I did not have more of a business sense. I wish I'd known more about business. I didn't. Also, I wish I'd known more about how our systems work. Even there were a lot of things that I needed to comply with. There were also a lot of things that I was asked to comply with that I did that didn't matter. Now I'll leave that where it is.
We'll pick it up. I got you.
Yeah,
Yes,
but even it was still good. But when I did have to leave, I ended up at a house over by the airport, and I thought Alamuto actually rented a room for me there.
Got you.
And I want to say it was probably his birthday, and he decided he was going to invite some people over, and he did that, and everybody just came to assume that wherever I am is
It's the underground. Exactly. Yep.
And from there, for the next 4 years or so, it just was the underground.
Absolutely.
Like, even I had a roommate after I started working at Trader Joe's, and it makes me laugh every time I think about it. She came home and she was so mad at me, and I couldn't stop laughing because she said somebody invited her out. It's just like, you gotta come to this place. It's so dope. And she said once they kept telling her about it, and she was so excited, and she was like, they invited me to my own damn
To your
house.
own house. That's funny as hell. Yeah, this is the hardest spot to go to. It's your house. That's crazy. Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of had to shut it down because it had gotten to where the streets were just lined with cars.
That's crazy.
It was absolutely crazy.
But that again speaks to your influence and just what you're able to and who you're able to bring out, and of course speaks to the power of artistry and creatives. What has been some of the what has been some of the biggest changes that you've seen within the city creative wise, as far as like how arts are represented from you being in the scene back then, getting your makings to where we're at now?
I think there's been a lot more places that are being more open to urban art, which I appreciate. I love I love urban art. I love street art, graffiti and skateboards, and I love rap and all that stuff. In Charlotte, growing up here, it was none of that.
Nope.
It was none of that. Like, even I'm a mural artist, and it's been a big thing around here lately.
Absolutely.
The past 10, 12 years
Exactly.
or so, there's been a lot of murals going up, and I love seeing the murals come up around Charlotte, and I love getting to be a part of that. But that wasn't a big thing around here.
Fair enough.
Just seeing artists having the mural park. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Here, to know that you can grab a damn crate of spray paint and go somewhere and do that, and nobody's gonna bother you. Or like the police will protect you to see you out there doing that. That's dope to me.
Absolutely.
And now the bars are like, yeah, like we got these rappers out here doing this thing, and come out and check it out. And I want to give a big shout out to Perry and those guys.
Oh yeah,
Petrus.
definitely, absolutely.
I love
Shout out
those
Petrus.
guys.
Yeah, shout out Perry.
And
yeah,
they have been like my biggest fans. They are so like every time I've needed to try to raise money for things that I've been doing, they are amazing.
absolutely.
So yeah, like it's been a big change.
100%.
We still got a long way to go, but just seeing how Charlotte is starting to embrace pop art and that this whole street art culture as true art. Like we're all different. Everything is not fine art. Everybody does not. That's not what everybody loves. We all love different shit. Like I'm gonna walk around with a middle finger on my back. Like,
yep,
that's what I love.
absolutely.
And if you don't, that's cool. That's fine. We don't have to love the same stuff to live in the same world. Like one of the groups I work with is QC Family Tree, and they are both pastors. But I love working with them because they can appreciate that we can all live in a community and all work together and not have the same religious background.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I don't think we all have to be the same. It's like I opened the underground because I was always looking for other black artists here in Charlotte. I know that there's no way that I was the only black artist. While I am very pro-black, I am never anti anything else.
I feel it.
I love my community
Absolutely.
as they are. Like, I don't give a fuck if you got a beard and a dress on.
You gonna get love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
who you are won't ever diminish my quality of life.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna always be who I am.
100%. And again, that's why you bring so many people out, because you're able to encompass so many different people. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit more about you brought up street art, and actually you are one of the few people that was able to put art on the street by way of, again, your automotive skills, and ended up getting a whole bus. Like, just break that down for us. How you were able to even have an idea to get that bus, and just explain that for, again, because I'm not doing a great job telling the people. That's why I want you to tell them. So please explain the underground whole bus era for us.
So the bus was the underground. Really, it was all the things that happened at the underground were so amazing to me. And seeing how, like, you guys came together and how y'all collaborated with each other and met each other and just started doing all these different things together. Like, I realized that once y'all all came together, like, y'all didn't even know each other. And it created such a community. Mm-hmm. I was just like, there's little kids who can't come out here. We're out here. We were there sometimes. Like, I remember, like, bonfires.
Yeah.
That first bonfire, it was maybe 10 of us. That last bonfire, it was well over 100 people.
That's crazy.
Rain or shine, hot or cold.
Wow.
It could be African drums. People painting, people planting gardens. All night, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just like, y'all gotta go home.
They are home.
Like,
yeah.
And they would just be there. And literally, that's what the bus came from. Me thinking, there's children who can't come to this. First of all, they're not old enough, or like, I mean, there was drinking. Yeah, there was
party. Yeah, we was enjoying the life. Yeah,
we were grown up.
Absolutely.
So people were being people.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to be able to, 'cause my grandkids were always with me. Y'all see them now; they're always with me.
Absolutely.
So just the thought of there being children in communities who can't afford camps or classes. Some of this shit is expensive.
Very.
And why shouldn't they be able to do it? Why shouldn't they learn to do a podcast or learn to DJ if that's what they want to do, or learn to paint, or even just learn to act or improvise or whatever. They should have access to all this stuff, because you guys came to the underground, and then there was some people that rap but didn't know how to produce, or some people that done MC, but maybe they wanted to curate an art show. Y'all taught each other how to do those things, and there are kids that want to learn these things or didn't know they wanted to learn these things. They're not even exposed to it. So my thought was that if I had a bus that I could take other artists who were willing to show these kids how to do these things, I could just pull up in the neighborhood. They ain't got to come to it.
Absolutely.
And that's what we do.
What was that experience like? Like, starting from the jump, getting the bus, because I'm assuming you just got a straight up school bus, and you had to gut it out. You doing all that by yourself?
No, I found it gutted out.
Gotcha.
So, again, luckily, having done some of the things I do, that is like putting stuff together is
Absolutely.
not hard for me. I've built stage sets. I've done auto body work. So I can do a lot of stuff myself, and having met all of y'all, and I've got friends that do auto body work. I got friends that build stuff. And I am a person who tries not to burn my bridges.
It's hard to do.
So I can call on people.
Yes, ma'am.
So usually when I say, hey, I need some help, people will come
100%.
help out. So yeah, me and my grandkids put the flooring in, and I got other people that'll come build walls.
Absolutely.
Paint stuff or whatever. So we just got together and painted the ceilings and built some walls and put the floors down, and most of the supplies are donated, and it's something so wonderful for the kids when they can just get on and make a mess, and nobody's like, hey, don't spill that on the floor. They knock the dirty water off and make a mess, and they kind of get like, oh my God, and they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Like, don't tear it up, but hey, listen, be free. Make a mess. It's fine.
And
absolutely.
They love it.
I was gonna say, do you feel like that was received while you were doing that? Did you feel that was making the impact that you were hoping it was making while you were doing that?
Yeah, it totally did.
Absolutely.
Like, even with grown-ups, they get on, and it's just this past Halloween, we had black light on there, and black light paint, and they just painted on the walls.
That's insane. It
was so simple, and there was candy and a fog machine, and they had their costumes on, and they loved it.
Absolutely. So, you're still working with the underground bus. Is that something that you're bringing back?
Yes,
or I got
so
you.
we were working on it yesterday.
Got you.
We were putting painting walls again, and doing some new artwork to the outside of it. So it's getting kind of a
little upgrade. Because I was going to say, there was actually a moment in time where you almost weren't going to be able to have the bus for a while, right?
Yep.
How did that go?
So Soul Nation, Tiffany Fant and that group are sponsoring me.
Nice. Shout out.
And they actually purchased the bus to remove some of the financial burden.
Wow.
And they took care of the insurance, and come April, we are gonna be doing some more stuff.
That's exciting. Absolutely. And again, it's another medium that you've been able to express not just your creativity, but create that platform for others to get involved in. And of course, we're big on just talking about community here on the Creative Crown. So with that being said, I do want to go ahead and kind of pivot to another section of our podcast, what we call Heavy is the Crown. And what this section is, we want to know, what is the heaviest part of your journey that you've experienced that most people might not see, but you kind of want them to get a little bit more familiar with, or you would like them to know?
I don't know. I would say sometimes I forget to take care of myself. Uh, I have I have just going through some of the stuff I went through as a child. I I have this innate need to make sure people are taken care of, and oftentimes at the expense of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I raised 8 children.
Wow.
I ain't have but 2.
I gotta do the math right quick. Hold on, wait a minute. Understood. Yes, ma'am.
So I yeah, I am just now getting to a place where I am working harder at doing stuff for myself.
Absolutely.
And it's hard.
I'm gonna say, is that hard for you?
It's really hard.
Absolutely.
It is. My husband had 6 children. When we got together, I had 2, and 4 of his and 2 of mine were together. And then we had a neighbor, one of the kids' friends, asked if her 2 kids could stay for a week, and I had a young man for 4 years till he went to the military, and I had his sister for 7 years.
Wow.
So when their mom was ready, they were just like, "Nah, we good."
For real. Absolutely. Yeah.
They just stay.
Yeah.
So I've never not had children. I have 2 granddaughters. One of them is living with me now. And yeah.
So you're big on family. Again, I know you brought up community, but like family is really big and important to you.
It is.
Absolutely.
Even at the underground, I'm sure a lot of you guys that came through there know, but I don't know how many people know at the underground on Monroe Road there was a food closet.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the guys that came through there were homeless at the time. Wow. So there was always food there to eat that was not for sale.
Yes, ma'am.
You could always come. Needed food, there was something there to eat, and there were always clean clothes, and there was always clothes for people to change into if they had job interviews.
Absolutely.
So I kept stuff like that there. Somebody came to me and said they had an interview or something. There were things there.
Yes, ma'am.
For that. So there was always toiletries. I kept toothbrushes, new brushes and stuff like that.
And that, and I know the people that you were helping back then are beyond grateful, because again, that's just something that we don't see a lot of in that form in the creative community. You know, we'll hear about it outside of that, but I have yet to see anything like that in the creative community, especially at a venue or anything like that. With that being said, would you get another venue? Would you ever get another building to bring everything back?
I would love that.
Absolutely.
I would absolutely love that, and got a better sense of how business works. I would love, honestly, to have more of a co-op type of thing where everybody has to contribute time and money.
Absolutely.
In some way.
Absolutely. Keep it all in the family.
Yeah. Holds people more accountable.
Absolutely. That part. Accountability, really big. I'm actually glad you brought that up. Did you feel like while you were working with the underground, the venue, and you had these opportunities and situations for people that needed them, did it feel one-sided, or did you feel like it was being reciprocated? That love was being reciprocated at the time?
I would definitely say there were moments where it felt one-sided. But I also understand, like, raising children feels one-sided sometimes. And it's the same thing.
Gotcha.
as you get older, as your children get older, you recognize that that's just the way that is. It's hard for children to show their appreciation. To the thing is, you don't know till you know.
100%.
And as a child or even as a young adult, being in the middle of life, it's so much shit you don't know until you know.
Absolutely.
And as me realizing, me having gone through a lot of stuff and watching those young adults or you guys going through stuff in real time and having already been through it, I could at most times step back and say, I get it.
Yes, ma'am.
And understand. So yes, there were moments of feeling like it was one sided, but also I get it.
It comes with it.
Yeah.
It kind of comes with the job.
It comes with it. It's
Yes,
the
ma'am.
same thing as raising children. And it's like even my stepson, my youngest stepson, said to me years after him growing up and kind of having his own family, saying to me, like, I don't know how you put up with me.
It all comes back around, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
And my oldest stepdaughter saying to me, Bun, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Bunny. Yeah.
And I get it. I do. And I say to people all the time, I wouldn't wish a fucking girl on nobody.
You heard it from the woman herself. She wouldn't wish a girl on nobody. Hey, listen.
I love them. I do. But
it's a stressful.
Oh my God.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. Well, gratefully, you're one of the best women that we're around, Ms. Bunny. So thank you for at least turning out well for us, 100%. So Ms. Bunny, before we wrap this up, I do have one more question for you. It's actually another section that we call passing down the crown. So I just want to know, who are some of the people that you've been able to see throughout your journey that you can see kind of taking the crown or taking that mantle and pushing it to that next level? Some people that you've been checking out.
Oh man, so many people. I did mention Ron Styles earlier. Definitely, I'm proud of you. I've been watching you.
Ooh, don't do that, Miss Bunny.
Definitely proud of you.
Thank you.
Dwayne, so watching the stuff that he does, I'm and seeing what he's doing now, just was surprised. I don't know why. Like it, I guess it's a natural transition. Definitely. God, so many people.
It's too many. I know that's probably not a fair question for you because you've been around so many people.
It's so many. Definitely proud of Kitty Mo.
Absolutely.
And seeing what she's doing. There's also a young lady I work with all the time. When I met her, she was so quiet and so timid. Katrina, Pink Clouds.
Okay, absolutely.
And seeing how she is in the community and definitely see her and how she works with other people. There's a lot of people. And there's a lot of people that I kind of hesitate to name. I do appreciate them, but these are people that are just like really near and dear to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. Absolutely. No, I definitely appreciate that, Ms. Bunny. I mean, and of course that's always going to mean a lot coming from you because you're one of the founders. You are one of the people that gave artists like me and artists better than me a space. And I don't think a lot of people understand how important that was back then and is now. It's just having a space for creatives to be creative and not have to paywall it. And not have to paywall and having the ability to come out better on the other end by having that guidance from people like you. So Ms. Bunny, again, we're beyond grateful for you, your time, your effort. If nobody tells you, you're amazing. We love everything about you. We love you for you. Before we get up out of here, because I know you are a very, very busy woman, of course, we want to know what you have coming up that we can tap into. And of course, we want to know where we can find you, how we can support you. Basically anything else, the floor is yours.
Well, you can always find me I got like 1,000 Instagrams.
Of course.
It's ridiculous. But you can find me at the Vapa Center for sure.
Shout out Vapa.
I am VAPA. I am here. I'm working more on my studio art so that everybody knows that I am an artist.
Yeah.
I am still trying to raise money for the underground mobile art studio. So if you have it, I don't care if it's $1, cash at me at UG Mobile Art. Anything helps. Is how I keep supplies for the kids. Again, UG Mobile Art, cash app, whatever you got. It helps me. And it keeps these kids happy, and we're getting ready to get started, get back on the road for the summer. Keep the babies busy.
Yes, ma'am.
And out of trouble.
Especially that part.
Yeah.
100%.
And you can hit me on Instagram at Funky Shit. And that is FUNKYSHYT.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Miss Bunny, I can't thank you enough. Beyond grateful, beyond blessed to just be in the same space and atmosphere as a woman as incredible as you. Even though you may feel like you don't deserve that big intro, you deserve way more. And I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I'll speak for all the other artists and creatives that have had the pleasure to be in your venues, to be in your vicinity. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being you. We love you. We appreciate you. And of course, with that being said, this has been another episode of The Creator's Crown. Shout out my dogs behind the camera, Nick, Will, Evan, Miss Label Productions. Shout out to y'all. For artists, by artists. Again, another platform for the artists, by the artists. I have been your host, Tony P, the Phase Guy. And until next time, make sure you tap in with Miss Bunny. Make sure you tap in with us. We'll see y'all soon. Love.